What's Cool in School has us visiting LaVergne High School today, where students get unique opportunities. In fact, this school is home to the district's one welding program and its only barbering program. We'll head inside of those classrooms to see how students are honing in on their skills. We'll also sit down with some first-time coaches here at LaVergne High School. We have so much coming at you. We have more of What's Cool in School in just a minute.
Well, I first saw this class in sophomore year, end of freshman year. I got into it because I saw it was a nice trade, and it was the first time I've ever saw welding as in a school around here, especially. So I got into it, and yeah, I've always thought trade was like good money income and all that. Very good skill.
Welcome back. What's Cool in School has us at LaVergne High School, and we're visiting a program that we connected with last year, the welding program here at LaVergne High School. We're with instructor Jason Bowers. Great to see you again.
Good seeing you too.
A lot has happened in a year.
A whole lot has happened.
Talk to us about some big highlights for your program.
So now all of our second and third year students will all be dual registered, dual enrollment at TCAT with me as their instructor. So they earn credit hours for TCAT here. So if they choose to go to TCAT after, they already have enrollment hours in.
That is wonderful for them. Not only that, you have some new equipment here. This is the third year class here for the welding program. What has this new equipment made possible for you guys?
Just more detailed instruction on welding, safer environment for them, and just all in general, having good equipment to teach them the right way.
For those who may have missed last year and the information that you gave us, talk about the welding program, what it offers to the students wanting to go maybe a different direction.
Okay, so there's so many things that in this program that I teach more than welding, just general fabrication, how to read tape measure, general life skills, which are all important for these young kids, and they need somebody to kind of show them the way.
Yeah.
And so they can go through different types of welding. They can do pipeline welding. They can do general fabrication, manufacturing. They can open their own shop. There's all the limits are. It's just not limited.
Well, and speaking of, you have a student that was picked up by a business.
Yes. Well, he was picked up by the Boilermakers Union last year, and he went in, tested with them, and they put him on as an apprentice right away.
As an instructor, someone that's worked with a student for a couple of years, what does that mean to you?
One, it tells me I've been doing my job to teach them what they're supposed to be learning, and also to see that there's still kids out there that really want to work, and they want a valuable skill.
And safety is also key. Before we can even walk through this area, we had to put on our safety glasses, putting those back on. I mean, safety is probably one of the most important steps, right?
It is. They, knock on wood, we've not had anything happen other than minor bumps and scrapes. We take it very seriously. We do a couple weeks worth of safety every year, even with the kids that are returning, just as a refresher, just kind of keep them on their toes.
Do you happen to know how many welding programs we have here in our state or in this area?
In Rutherford County, this is the only welding program. Okay. In the state, I'd venture to say there's probably 15 or 20.
Which leads me to my next question, because throughout the country, you guys have been selected for a special program. Share that with us.
All right, so Northern Tool contacted us over the summertime, and they have a program called Tools for the Trade, and they basically just to get kids active in fabrication and design and that kind of thing. So they have already donated a lot of things. That's what some of these kids are putting together.
Okay.
This is going to be used for that project, and we'll know more details about that later in the month. But when they have their big reveal of what we're actually building, we just know it's some kind of motorsports vehicle that has to have a professional driver, tech inspection, and safety inspection.
Now that is cool. That is what's cool in your school right here. How did your students respond to getting that?
Oh, they were extremely excited. I chose the 14 top students overall, not just in welding, but they had to have good grades in other classes, good attendance, and all the things. And just in general, the ones I knew that really would want to be a part of it.
You have expectations of your students.
I have very high expectations for them.
For whether they're coming here to LaVergne or say they happen to be in one of the other welding programs, or someone that's just out there like, hey, I think that's what I want to do in the future, what can you share with them?
Be ready to work hard.
Okay.
That is hands down the, if you could work hard, then the rest will come follow.
Jason Bowers, any final thoughts about either your program or your class?
I'm just happy to see y'all again. Y'all were kind of the kickoff to our program and us ultimately leading towards the Northern Tool Build, and we're glad to have you anytime.
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again. When will that, I know you don't know when they're going to record. Do they have a specific, maybe possible air date?
They're going to record every month,
okay,
all the way through June. And then next June is when the vehicle will be raced.
Keep us posted.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw there were a lot of common things with welding, like such as construction, like building things, reading blueprints and everything. So when I saw freshman year that this was a class, I really wanted to take it. I work at All Van, which is on Murfreesboro Road. Yeah, we build vans. I'm on the van side, so there's two different sides. And I usually build the base of the vans, and I usually build the attic walls for the vans. In the future, I would like to be a fabricator welder. So yeah, which is basically what I do at my job right now.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of this fall break. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hands-on training, that is exactly what students are getting here at LaVergne High School with their barbershop program. There's a lot more to this program than I imagined. We have Kimberly Jordan, the instructor of the class here. First off, thanks for letting us come into your classroom.
You're so welcome. I'm glad to have you.
Talk to us about the program, because you were just mentioning, like, there's a little chemistry in this. There's a little bit of different areas that you wouldn't think of.
Yes, ma'am. Again, my name is Kimberly Jordan. I am a licensed cosmetology educator and barber educator here at LaVergne High School. What I appreciate most about this class is that barbering consists of so many different aspects of learning along with industry. We cover anatomy and physiology, we cover chemistry, we cover mathematical equations. It's just a host of things where children can learn not only a hands-on trade with hair care, but the things that they learn they can take into their other academic courses.
That's incredible. This barbering has been a part of the school for how long? 3 years?
3 years now.
3
yes,
years.
ma'am, and I've been here for 2 with the program.
What have you seen from your students? How many want to be a part of this class or this path?
It is an excellent pathway. We have barbering 1, barbering 2, and barbering 3. Okay. And so I do have several students who are some of our senior students who are cutting now. They are planning to go on to barber school. They're actually an early college graduate program. Okay. So they're in work-based learning. They'll be kind of moving forward, leaving this barbering 3 class, and then going on to Fayette University, which is a local barber college here in town.
You must be so proud.
I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of them.
Now, LaVergne High School is one of our most diverse high schools in our area. How do you overcome the language barrier at times?
I'm glad you asked that, Stephanie. Again, right now in my current class, I have 3 different languages that are being spoken. Pretty much on most days, like I have my PowerPoint presentation going, and I'll have a foreign language going along with that, most of the time Spanish, and then I will have a student maybe who is fluent in, let's say, Arabic, and those I'll partner them up with peer partners to kind of help each other to learn and translate.
That is great. Okay, so we are in a 2 and 3 class. Is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. No, this is barbering 2,
Barbering 2.
but I do have some barbering 3 students as well.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
barbering 2, what are we doing here?
Okay, so today we have Stephen and Emily and Karamay and Daquan and Daiwu. They are working on haircutting 101. So they're just the basic 0-degree haircutting. Where basically there's no elevation involved. Here's that math. Zero, that's geometry. So they're just going 0, meaning they're just combing the hair directly straight down and cutting just straight across.
Okay, and then over on the other side of the class?
Okay, so on the other side of the class, we have Carter and Stephen and Kevin and LaVergne. And they are working on advanced haircutting techniques. Their haircutting techniques that they're working on are light trimming and fading. I'm gonna step down to Kevin here. So Kevin, as you can see, is working on quintes, and he's doing a light trimming and fading technique. And you can see that very clearly from here to here. From 0, he started like at a 0 guard, then he went to a 1, a 1.5, and leaving this a little fuller.
I'm impressed. Very nice, very nice. How do you work with them about maybe the stress of doing the haircut? Because again, we're all different.
Yes,
we all like different things. How do you work with your students on that?
Dealing with the stress of a
Yes,
haircut.
of like, I mean, because it can be
a little
intimidating.
stressful. So with Stephen, I'm going to speak to this. This is Stephen, and he's cutting Jose. So first thing Stephen had to do was do a client consultation. Okay. And so when doing a client consultation, can you share with Stephanie, what you did with Jose?
Okay, so what I first did was that when he first came, I asked him before anything, what type of haircut do you want? And he had told me he wanted a little mid-taper with a design in the back. And so for him to feel good in the chair, I told him, I was like, I got you. I'll do what you ask, and I'll even give you a little extra more, and I'll cut your hair on top, and I'll give you a little lineup just because.
Very nice.
Very
nice.
Thank you.
So students want to go into this.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the best piece of advice you can offer them? And I'm going to have you turn around.
Okay, the best piece of advice I can offer our students that want to participate in our barbering program is number 1, come to school. Okay. Attendance is so important. Once you get in here, I'm going to teach you all the fundamentals to this career path that will create success. Again, with Stephen here, he's going to be going on to Barber College here in just a couple of months. He's actually enrolling in November to get ahead. So I'm very proud of him for that. And so I'm going to prepare you. You know, one thing I can speak to LaVergne High School is we're really an academic-driven school, but we also believe in career and technical education because we realize that in fostering learning, we want to make sure that all students get everything that they need, whichever pathway you want to go for university or two-year college or post-secondary. But we're going to make sure you're prepared here at LaVergne High School.
With someone with your skill set and being in the business for more than 2 decades,
yes, ma'am.
For anyone going into this field, what can you say to them to prepare them for working on somebody else's hair? I know I always say, well, they'll grow back.
Well, I will speak to that and say communication is the key. You have to communicate with your clients. Ask them what are their needs, show pictures, pull up your phone, say, hey, would you like to have your hairstyle this way or that way, and because communication is the key. That to me eliminates any issues.
I feel like that's a life thing right now. Communication
is the key.
Kimberly Jordan, thank you for sharing the barbering program here at LaVergne High School. This is pretty cool. This is what's cool in school. We appreciate your time. Stick with us. We have more coming up in just a minute.
Thank you.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of this fall break. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing weather report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Time flies when the school year gets started. We're about 2 months into school and still such an exciting atmosphere here at LaVergne High School. Joining me, or I'm able to join them today, we have head cheer coach Alexandria Simonet. We have the head band director with us. We have Blake Reynolds. And then the football coach, also the track coach, Mr. Christopher Johnson. Thank you guys for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's it like to come into these positions? Because you all are relatively new to the position that you're holding right now. Let's start with cheer. Again, you're the cheerleaders of the school. You get all of that energy up and going.
Yes.
What's that been like for you?
It's been phenomenal, actually. The girls just grow every day, and we're really trying to hone in on connecting school, community, getting student involvement, all those things. So watching all of the teams come together, watching kind of us kind of band those things together, it's been really nice.
Going over to band, you were with band last year, and now you're the head director. How has that changed, I guess, your role or in the way you try to lead the band members?
It's actually making things easier because I just get to make decisions. Having been here last year, it's been really great because the students already know me. There's a lot of things I would have to go through in the first year of a program. Them having to gain some trust for me and things like that, which we've been able to just hit the ground running.
That is great to hear. Okay, Mr. Johnson, being the track coach before being the football coach, I mean, you were already familiar, I would think, with some of the football players. Did that make this transition a little easier going into this role?
Yes, it really did. Some of the football players actually ran track, so they were already familiar with me. And, these are two of the biggest teams in the school, so I've had the awesome privilege of building relationships with a lot of the kids. And so it's been phenomenal to watch this culture shift in this new direction with all of the new coaches and new excitement. So it's been awesome.
Oh, I love hearing that. Coach Johnson, I want to start with you on this one. How do you keep that momentum going? Because again, as the students get into the school year and their studies, and yet they still want to excel on the football field, and then they have to pick up practicing, once the season's over. How do you keep that momentum up and going?
Well, one of the things I've so enjoyed has been all of the coaches working together, working with the band, the cheer, and many of the new coaches that have come in, and us really establishing this idea of unity and togetherness. So it's been a very easy transition because no matter what sport you play, we're all kind of moving in the same direction.
Let's talk about the band here at LaVergne High School. Of course, you have pep rallies and you're there for the games. What else are you doing, and what other areas can you showcase the talents there of the band?
Well, in fact, this Saturday we have our first marching band competition. We perform a competitive show that's meant to be judged by an expert panel. And so we're really excited to get to go and put that on display for the first time.
What is that like for your band members to do that?
It's a final payoff. Yeah. We've been going since middle of July with band camp, and so we've been working to perfect this marching band show that nobody has really seen yet. So it's going to be a big showcase for them, a lot of hard work paying off, and they are really, really excited.
That is great to hear. And I've seen from the sidelines how hard the band works, how hard football athletes work. I've been a cheerleader in the past, so I know kind of what goes into that.
Yes.
How do you create new routines? How do you keep your cheerleaders engaged?
Now we're May to May, so we're all year. You know, we don't get a break except for a couple weeks in the summer. So really our athletes, they have to love what they do. And our girls really do enjoy what they do in playing for the football team. I'm stomping and shaking for the basketball teams. Even whenever the band starts to play a fun little tune, they all get into it. So it's nice to see that. But really with creating routines, it's really just about what's going to get the crowd involved along with what's going to get our students involved as well.
Do you compete anywhere else, or do you do any competitions outside of cheering?
We do not. We are just school football, basketball.
That's still a lot to
It
take
is.
on. Again, you're doing it in front of your entire class, your class body that you have here. Any final thoughts from all of you?
Well, I would encourage, more of our community to come out and support. Our kids are working hard across all sports and organizations, and so it helps to look in the stands and see people there. So just want to encourage everyone to come help us cheer our Wolverines on.
Where can we find your schedule to do that?
On our website.
Okay.
Yeah, LaVergneFootball.com.
That support is priceless. I can definitely share that the support is priceless. Thank you all so much for sitting down and sharing some of this school year with us. Again, we have football coach Christopher Johnson, we have head band director Blake Reynolds, and then cheer coach Alexandria Simonet. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Now I have the pleasure of sitting down with two first-time basketball coaches here at LaVergne High School. We have basketball girls coach Shanice Kaysen and the boys basketball coach Michael Greenwood. Thank you guys for giving me your time.
Yes,
Pleasure.
ma'am.
Already, what's it like? Because you've already started practicing. What's the teams look like so far? We'll start with you.
So we haven't actually started practicing yet.
Okay.
We do have some open gym time. And so it's been really interesting. Like, it's really, for me, kind of starting from scratch. I'm getting to know the guys like from the beginning. So I'm not coming in like, oh, I know you already. It's like, it's totally all new
Blank
for
slate.
me. Blank slate. And it's the same for them. They have to get to know me. So it's been really fun to watch. You see some people get a little nervous, like, oh, the coach is watching, and you know what I mean? And some are just relaxed and goofy. And so it's just been real fun.
What about for you? Because it wasn't that long ago you were on the court playing.
It was a little while ago, but it's a little different than his experience because of our hiring date. So I got to experience the girls during summer camp in July. So we get the opportunity of going and playing a couple games, and we also had the ability to practice. So I got to see the competitiveness early on. I got to see a little bit of what I can't tell from film. Just to know who they are and what kind of player they are and what developmental stage that we need to begin with them. So we can do 3 a days right now. So we have 3 kids per day we can work out. And so we are taking advantage of those moments. And then we also have open gym. So it's fun to watch them grow.
At this high school age, I mean, of course you want to see the skills on the court, but what about sportsmanship?
Oh, it's major. It's major. And that's where you really get to see like your leaders.
Okay.
That's where you really get to see like who's helping somebody off the court or who has a bad attitude because they were fouled or missed a shot. That's where you kind of can say, okay, I can see who my captains are going to be.
What is your hope for the season as you're watching them?
I think my hope for them is just that I make them better on the court, but off the court, and then they get a little bit of experience to understand what it's like in the real world. I have 6 seniors. So they're about to step into the reality of I have to work and I have to do things or I have to go to school and be able to learn to provide. So I'm just trying to teach them how to step out of basketball and become young, mature adults. Basketball will follow later. I'm worried about their personal growth.
Coach Greenwood, how many seniors do you have?
We look like we'll probably have at least 4.
Okay.
Again, we haven't I came in a little late, like she spoke to earlier, so we haven't fully decided who's on and who's off the team quite yet. But there's 4 in particular that we're looking at who are familiar with everything from last year. So that's the senior group. And so I'm looking to kind of like she said, give those guys room to grow, to get ready for the adult life. But on the other hand, I was just having a conversation with a young man telling them, yo, this is your last time to play high school. Have fun with it. You know what I mean? Because some of them you see, they take it so serious because they want a scholarship. They want to play college basketball. And I definitely want that for them. But I also want them to enjoy the experience and enjoy the moment.
You know, I know, of course, you both want a winning season. And there might be some hard knocks that come. Best piece of advice for a student as they may not have the best game for your boys team?
Forget about it. That's kind of the model that we're going with. Like, because what I see is nowadays a lot of these young people are so hard on themselves for every mistake. And the biggest thing that I'm trying to get all of my young people to understand is if it's a mistake, forget about it. As long as you're doing your best effort, then we're going to live with the results, and we're going to keep moving.
For your girls team?
Kind of the same thing I have to tell my kid all the time. Mistakes happen. And it's what you do after the mistake. Do we go and reevaluate and see how we can grow from the mistake and what it takes to do better so we don't make the same mistakes? We just want competitiveness out of them, and I think that's really all that we can ask for right now.
Such great things here at LaVergne High School. Thank you both for sharing some of your team and yourselves with us right here. We have girls basketball coach Shanice Kaysen and then the boys basketball coach Michael Greenwood. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you coming
You're very welcome. We'll be right back.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of this fall break. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
Hi, I'm Missy Acosta.
And I'm Stefanie Miller.
We're here with Community Checkup, and we would love for you to join us each month as we dive a little deeper into different organizations and events, happenings around Middle Tennessee.
You can find our Community Checkup episodes through our Main Street Media publications. Just go to the top of the page and click on How to Stream. You'll find Main Street Media TV on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. We'll also make it easy for you. Just download our mobile app, Main Street Media TV Mobile. You'll have all of our episodes right there at your fingertips.
Hello everyone, my name is William Jones. I am the athletic director here at LaVergne High School. I wanted to talk to you about some of the exciting things we got going on athletically here at LaVergne High School. We have a new football coach this season, Coach Christopher Johnson, doing some exciting things with our football team. We also have some new sports here that are going on that haven't been in a long time at LaVergne. We have a golf team led by Seth Jones that are doing great things here at LaVergne, getting ready for a lot of football games. A great experience here at what we call the Den, where our stadium is, to come on out and experience a football game, not just a game, but bring your families, and it's a whole experience where you can have, a great Friday night here at LaVergne High School. Also very excited, we have 2 new basketball coaches. Our boys basketball team has done really well the last couple years, where we actually made it to the state tournament for the first time in the school's history. But Shanice Kaysen will be leading the girls basketball team, and Michael Greenwood will be leading the boys basketball team. Both excited to get started here at LaVergne. And just want to tell you that great things are going on here at LaVergne athletically, and proud to lead the Wolverines in all their athletic endeavors this season, and hope we have very successful seasons for all our sports.
Our sports segment was brought to you by Sloan's Motorcycle and ATV. Now a word from the principal.
We've had a great start, so I'm hopeful that we'll continue moving forward in the positive direction that we've started in. Students are excited to be back, and we've had great behavior, and there's just some great things happening in our classrooms. We're always excited to talk about our Motlow Early College, where our students get to earn their associate degrees before they earn their high school diploma. Also, we have just wonderful things happening with our clubs and our sports. Some new coaches on board that are excited and bringing good energy, and our kids have just come in and just done a great job with just some of the new changes we've had, whether it be the cell phones or the new weapons detection systems. It's just been a great start to the school year.
There is so much going on inside of the classrooms here at LaVergne High School. Thank you all for having us back out so we can share what's cool in school here at LaVergne High School. Next week, we're at another high school here in Rutherford County. We cannot wait to take you there. We'll see you then.